Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita and I'm back with another exciting and important video. So guys, as you know, I started with this end-to-end LangGraph course and this is 12th video of this end-to-end course. I already uploaded 11 video and inside those video, I cover up almost each and everything which is required to understand this LangGraph. Now, inside this particular video, we'll try to discuss one more agentic pattern, one more very important concept related to the LangGraph, that is human in loop. We'll try to understand the concept of the checkpointing and breakpointing, which is directly related to this human in loop. And even I will explain you this term, like what is the meaning of human in loop. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be very important concept and that's why I kept it inside my syllabus. And after completing this particular topic, we'll move to the RAG. So we'll try to implement the different kind of RAG like corrective RAG, self RAG, agentic RAG, adaptive RAG, and then we'll try to create a lots of project using the multi-agentic system. So I hope you are pretty much excited. So first of all, let me show you the syllabus. So here is the syllabus, guys. I already completed this first slide and you can go and check with my YouTube channel and those video will be available inside the playlist section. Inside the first slide, I cover up the basics of the langchain and the agents and all. Now inside the second slide, I kept the basics of the LangGraph and even this video is already uploaded. If you don't know, if you haven't checked, please go and check. Then this is the third slide. So I'm about to complete this common agentic pattern. So I already discussed this two pattern, structure output and the React agent. And now we are going to start with this human in loop. Then after completing this one, we'll try to like understand the RAG, which I already told you, and then multi-agentic system and the lots of project. I hope this each and everything is clear. Now, first of all, let me show you my YouTube channel. So here is my YouTube channel, guys. You can go and check inside the playlist section. You'll find out playlist, I think, related to each and everything, whatever is required to kickstart your journey inside the generative AI. And yes, you can start your generative AI journey with my YouTube channel and many more things I'll be uploading inside the future. So if you haven't subscribed my channel so far, please do it, guys. Or like after watching the video, okay, so do one thing, first watch the video. If you think this video is worth, I'm adding some value inside your learning, inside your life, then subscribe the channel. Otherwise, no issue, guys, because we should not force to anyone to do something, and this is my rule as well. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you. If you liking the content, you can subscribe the channel, because yesterday itself I was seeing this statistics. So around 39% people have subscribed the channel, and guys, just think, 69% people, they are just watching the video on a regular basis and they are not even subscribing the channel. So yeah, it is up to you. If you're liking the content, you can subscribe the channel. Now coming back to the topic, and one more thing I would like to tell you. So whenever you will go through with the LangGraph documentation, guys. So there are so many things you will be able to find out. Now, let me show you first of all. So guys, this three link is very much important. First is this tutorial, then how to guide, and this conceptual guide. So almost all the topic basically I took from the documentation itself. Whatever thing is required to create a successful LangGraph application, I took all the concept from the documentation, and you can say my course is a crux of this particular documentation. Okay. Now guys, here if you will go inside the tutorial, you'll find out some other concept also. See, I'm covering this all the use cases, I'm covering all this RAG, multi-agentic system and all. But let's say something basically which I left. Okay, you were saying, okay sir, you haven't explained this plan and execute. No issue, I already explained you the React agent. This React agent, this plan and execution, actually it's a part of the React agent only. You can go and check the architecture of it. Then reasoning without observation, again it's a part of the React agent. So guys, if you understood the crux, easily you can grab this particular concept. Getting my point? So the moral of the story is very simple. If you have learned my course, if you've gone through with my course, easily you can understand any sort of a concept from here. Let me go through with the other concept as well. So here, if you will go and check with this how to guide. Okay, Now, here is one more concept that is how to create a branch for parallel execution. This is also very simple. If you know how to create a graph, if you understand the crux of the graph, easily you can grab it. Then persistent memory, I explain you now. Now let's say any advanced part is coming inside the memory, which I haven't covered. No worries. According to the you, I given you the kick start. I given you the way how to do it. Now you can add on the advanced concept on top of it according to your requirement. Getting my point? So guys, so the moral of the story is very simple. If you're going through with my course, easily you can do anything from this particular documentation, or easily you can build an end-to-end application using the LangGraph. Understood? So let's start with the topic now. So here is the blackboard. So first of all, let me explain you the concept of this human in loop, and then basically we'll come to the implementation part. So whenever we're talking about this human in loop, okay. So the name itself is explaining. Human in loop means so whatever execution is there, whatever execution is there. Now inside this particular execution, I will keep the human intervention in between. Human intervention in between. Okay. I can give you like a very good example as well. So let's say here is my nodes. So let's say this is my first node. Here is my second node. Here is my third node. Okay. And here is my fourth node. So guys, let's say at this particular stage, I'm interrupting the process. And at this particular stage, I'm going to take a input from the human. Why? So I can give you a very good scenario. Let's say here I'm like inside this particular workflow, I had added two tools. One tool is a simple tool, which is free. But let's say the second tool, okay, the complicated tool or the second tool, which is paid tool. Okay, paid tool. For this particular tool, we require the money. So guys, here if we required money, so what we can do, we can take yes or no from the human. Let's say human means the user is saying yes, proceed. I don't care about the money. I will proceed over here at this particular stage, and I will complete the entire execution with respect to this tool I'm saying. Okay, complicated one. Now let's say human or this user is saying no. I don't want to proceed with this complicated process, right? I don't want to like go through with this complicated process or this paid process. I will stop the intervention over here. Sorry, I will stop the execution over here, and my execution will be stopped. Understood, guys? Yes or no? So human in loop means we are keeping the human intervention in between. So how we are going to do it? So there is two way. The first way, like I will be showing you the custom logic which I have created by myself, and the second is the inbuilt LangGraph logic. Inbuilt LangGraph logic. Now inside this inbuilt LangGraph logic, I'm going to use one parameter that is interrupt before. Okay, interrupt before. I hope so. This each and everything is clear. And now once I will implement it, you will get to know like very clearly. So let's start. Let's start with the practical. Here I'm going to do the practical inside my inside my VS Code itself. I already created a file, and yes, now let's try to write a code. So here I imported all the necessary statement, and guys, this module basically I'll be using throughout this implementation. And here I'm going to use this Zima model, which is from the Google end, and it's completely free, and you can find it out over the Grok API. And for reading the model, I'm using the free Grok API. It's an open source model. So let me execute and let me check whether this thing is working or not. So yes, I'm able to import the statement. Then here is my LLM. Then here is my like I'm invoking the LLM, and yes, I'm able to get a content from here, right? So guys, if you are worrying that how I'm loading this particular model without the API key, so I already explained you that part. If you will go and check with my initial video of this course itself, So you will find out that how I define the API keys and all. And I already imported this API key. I already loaded. So no need to load it again and again if you are working in the same like environment. Okay. Because I created a multiple notebook and I loaded it multiple times. So without like loading it also, it will be working over here. Now coming to the next part. So as I told you guys, we require a tool. Okay. So the first tool, a basic tool, I created a very basic tool. Let me show you that. So the first tool is a multiply. Here is the multiply. Okay, it's going to take two numbers and it will give you the multiply of those number. If you want to test this, if you want to test it out, so how you can do it? It's very simple. You just need to like call it using this first number and second number using this keyword argument. Why we are calling like this, why we are not calling like a simple function? Because it's a tool now. Okay, so here I'm going to call it and see here it is giving me answer. Now you can invoke it also because it's a tool. Okay, and you can simply call the invoke function and yes, I will be getting the same answer in this case also. So this is my simple tool. Now coming to the next part over here. So here guys, in the next part, I'm going to keep the different tool that is Stably. Okay, and this tool, that Stably, what it will do, it will scroll the web. Okay, it will crawl the entire internet and it will give the information from there. So in my case, in my scenario, this is going to be an expensive call. Okay, as of now it is free, I understand it, but just make a scenario, just take a scenario that this is nothing, this is a expensive call, because after some, if you're working in a real time, so it is just giving you the very few free calls. But if you're working in a real time and if you are hitting lakhs time, like, so in that case what will happen, you know, it will exhaust and it will ask about the money. Okay, this particular API. So guys, I'm thinking this Stably, in my scenario, this Stably is an expensive tool and I will put my condition on top of it. Now, here is fine. So what I'm seeing, what I want to do over, what I want to do over here, I want to check. So I'm going to check it out that everything is fine or not. Everything, this tool is working fine or not. So I'm passing the message and see over here, it is giving me a result after crawling the entire internet. And my simple question, this is my simple question: who is the current president of the USA? Okay. Now coming to the next part. So if you want to like check it out the other question, you can do it. Okay, even you can invoke it also, this tool. Let me show you. I kept that line as well so that you can get each and every kind of label. So here I'm doing, I'm invoking this tool using the invoke method and see it will be giving me a same answer. Okay, in both way actually you can execute it. Understood? I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now coming to the next part. So what I will do first, I will be creating the I will be creating a toolkit out of it. So here is what, here is my toolkit guys. This one toolkit means I am keeping the tool inside the list. Okay, I can keep as many as tool. In my previous video I kept 5 tools and I shown you the React agent using those tools. Now what I can do, I can use this particular tool for what, tell me, for binding to my LLM. So I'll be getting the model. Okay, I'll be getting the model along with the tool. So whenever the tool will be required, it will call it in a backend, right? So what I'm doing, I'm binding it to the tool. Okay, and whenever the tool will be required, automatically this model will be call it. We no need to call it explicitly. Implicitly only this tool will be called. Which tool? Either this search or multiply according to the query. Okay, now so everything is fine, everything is going well. Now what I have to do, see here I'm going to write couple of logic, or first of all let me do one thing. Let me create a graph itself, let me create a complete architecture, and then I will go through with that particular logic guys. So for creating a graph guys, we required the function which we can use as a node, and we required some sort of a condition. Okay, so that we can build the edges between what, between the function, between the node itself. So over here guys, I kept the code. This is my agent state. I think you know what is the agent state. So agent state is nothing. Agent state basically is going to capture the message of this entire execution. Now in which way basically we are going to capture the message? We are going to capture the message in the form of list. Okay, so message will be the key and the list will be a messages. Inside that we are going to keep all the messages. I already discussed this concept. If you will go and check with my previous concept, you will get that. Now this is my first method, which is invoke model. See guys, I'm not writing a code from scratch because I already written it just to like show you the simplified process. And if I'm going to write in a live class, I can do that as well. Okay, but sometimes it's time taking. So please try to understand, please try to cooperate and focus like just to understand the concept. Okay, so that later on you can do it, you can implement it by your end. And here you can see we have this invoke model. And guys, see this code, whatever I'm writing it now, it takes me like to prepare this code, it takes me around 2 to 3 days at minimum. Like I am showing you the very refined code. So please understand, please respect for this material also. Because if you are going to do by your from your end now, literally you will be exhausted after like 1 or 2 concept itself. So here this is the first method which is going to take the state and which is calling the model. Which model? Model with the tool. Okay. So I hope this is clear. We have already performed this thing many times. Then here is my next function, which is invoke tool. I intentionally kept it empty. Why? I will let you know. Then here is my next function, which is router. So it will check the message. If inside the message we have a tool call, okay, then what it will do? It will return the tool. Otherwise, it will end the process. Right? Now what I'm doing? So here, guys, I'm going to define my node. So my first node is a AI assistant, means my model is itself this one. Now like I will call this is my first node, this tool actually it's my second node. Okay, this one, this invoke tool method it's my second node. So this is my two node. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to define the edges. So first is my conditional edge. So from the AI assistant, what I'm doing, I'm going to take a route. So if there is a tool call, I will call the tool, otherwise I will end the process. Understood? Then here, guys, the next edge basically from tool to end. So once I will call the tool, it will end the process after that. Now I can add one more edges if it is required. In my previous video also I have shown you this thing. So after calling the tool, I can again return back to the again I can return back the output to the AI assistant itself. Now AI assistant will understand each and everything and then it will return the final output. Okay, I can add on this like thing as well. Otherwise, I can keep it simple, means from the tool itself, I'm going to generate the output. That will be a tool generated output, okay, not the AI generated output. Now here I'm going to set the entry point. So this is my entry point, and now let me compile the graph, and finally I'm going to show you the graph. See guys, this is the graph. So we have this start basically what it will do, it will like pass the input. Then we have this AI assistant. Okay, AI assistant either it will call the tool or it will end the process. So guys, let's say if you are going to call the tool, so after calling the tool, whatever input I will be getting, I will be keeping it over here, means I will be like showing you as output. If this tool calling is not required, so directly I will be generating answer for some basic messages and all, like hi, hello or something. Okay, now I was telling you one more thing. So if you want to return back this output to the AI assistant and let him decide what will be the final answer in the formatted in the like perfect words, so you can do that as well. Okay, it is up to you. Now I hope this thing is clear. But guys, if you will look into the method, this particular method, so I kept it empty. Why it is so? Let me explain you that particular part. So what I will do over here. So first of all, guys, here I will be calling the I will be taking the message from where? From the state itself. Okay. So let me take the message and let me check whether we have a call tool or not over here. So here I'm going to take a message and see from the message what I'm doing. I'm checking whether we have a tool call or not. If there is a tool call, what it will do, it will give me a tool detail. Okay. Otherwise, it will give me an empty dictionary. It's a simple dictionary concept. Means we are fetching the data from the dictionary itself using this get method, because in backend each and everything is dictionary. Okay. If you want to show, if you want to check, if you want to visualize that, I will do that. Okay. Now I will be getting the tool detail, and here what I'm doing, I'm just going to be check. Okay, I'm just going to be validate whether I have something or not inside my tool detail, this one. Okay, if it is none, I will generate an exception. Now coming to the next part over here, and here what I'm doing, I written one more print statement just for a more clarity. So which tool I am calling, it will just print that particular message as well. Okay, so I hope so this thing is clear till here. Everything is fine, everything is perfect. Now I'm going to write a condition, and this particular condition is going to be very much important, guys. See, so here I'm saying if the tool call is a search, okay, if the tool call is a search after fetching the name and all, I'm checking whether it is okay, just a second. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here guys, what I'm doing, I'm just checking whether it is search or not. If it is search, what I will do, I will be prompting this particular response. Okay. See, I'm prompting this particular message. Would you like to continue, yes or no? If the user is saying yes, I would like to continue, then only I will be proceed. Okay, then only I will be proceed with my next step. Otherwise, I will raise a error. Getting my point? Because search to crawl a web, actually it's a expensive task. So that's why I don't want to do it without the user permission, and that's why I written this condition. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me do the final call, and this is my final call with respect to my tool, this one. I hope you are getting my point. Now you will ask to me, Sunny, okay, you are doing a final call, but how you are doing it? What kind of logic you have written? So here I have created my own custom logic for doing a final call. Okay. So again, I will come to this part. Again, I will try to explain you. Just be with me. Let me explain you the remaining concept which I left after this part. Okay. So let me explain you the remaining concept with respect to the tool and all, and then most of the part of this code is going to be clear, and then easily we can understand the inbuilt method of the LangGraph, guys. So guys, just to explain you the process, here I am going to do the tool mapping. So tool mapping means it's very simple. Just I'm going to map the name of the tool along with the tool itself. So we have a tool. Okay, we have a toolkit. This is my toolkit. Now I'm iterating a for loop on top of it. Okay, and here I'm extracting the name of it, and then I map it again with the tool. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is my tool mapping. Means here is my tool name and this is my actual tool. This is my tool name and this is my actual tool. So I can what I can do, I can use the what I can do, I can use the like required tool whenever it is whenever I required, okay, whatever kind of tool, let's say search, multiply, whatever, right? I can directly fetch it from here itself. And this I have written for making this particular condition as well, which I made inside this invoke tool. In some time you will get it. So let me explain you more few more part. So over here what I'm doing, I'm writing one message. Okay, so what's my message? This is my message, guys. Who is the current president of the USA? Okay, so what I will get, I will be getting a response, and inside this response you will not get an answer. You will get that, okay, it is not giving me any sort of answer. It is just calling the tool. Which tool, guys? Tell me. It is calling the uh this tably. Okay, see this search. The tool name is what? Search, and it is calling this particular tool along with this query. I am not getting an answer over here because it is in the process of calling the tool, right? So what I have to do, I have to call the tool and I have to fetch the answer from there. So response, from the response, what I can do, I can get a details of the tool. Okay, which tool is required for getting this particular answer. Getting my point? I created one tool. The name of the tool is what? Search. Here I created this one. See, this one. And to this search, I have to pass the query, and then it will go to this tably, and finally it will be generating an answer. I hope so you are getting my point. So whenever I'm asking this question now, who is the current president of USA, it is not generating any answer because current president AI cannot answer. So it is calling the tool, and which tool? Search tool. Now let me show you the tool detail. So once I will call this additional kwargs get, I'll be getting this particular list, and here you can check with the tool detail. Okay, this one. Now from this tool detail, guys, what I can do, I can easily get the name and this argument. So first let me show you how we can get the name out of this tool detail. So here is what, here is the name, guys. I can simply iterate, and let's say if I want to get an argument, so simply I can get the argument, which is nothing, which is my question itself. Okay, now what I got my, tell me, I got my name and I got my argument. Now using this name and using this argument means this query, I can simply call this tool, whatever tool is there inside this map. Here I mapped now search, along with this search I mapped this, tell me which tool? Tably. And along with this multiply I mapped the multiply tool. Okay, getting my point? Now see, so I got this two thing, and here what I can do, I can now simply call it. So for calling it, what I can do here, I can like uh, run this particular line, and I think so now it will be clear to all of you. So see, this is giving me a tool name, this search. Okay, and here I'm invoking it. I shown you the invoke method, and here I'm passing the input to it. Okay, so before passing this input to the invoke method, we'll have to convert into what, into the into the we'll have to remove this string basically. So simply what I'm doing, I'm using the json package. So I'm like calling this json.loads, and it will remove this string and it will keep it inside the proper JSON format. Okay, here is my query and here is my value. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to call the specific tool. Now once I will call this particular tool, see what will happen. It will give me a specific answer. Okay, according to my query. See, it is giving me a specific answer according to my query, like who is the current president of the US. So it is crawling the entire internet and it is giving me a detail. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. It is my own custom logic which I created, but yeah, it is like a good one. So I implemented by myself in my production grade code like as well. So here is what, here is my like class agent, which I already explained you here by invoke model. Now let me explain you this particular tool again, invoke tool. So what is happening over here, I am getting the tool detail. Okay, if it is a tool method, if it is a tool call, if tool detail is there, it is fine, otherwise it will give me the exception. Then here is a name and detail of the tool, that's fine. Now if it is search, I think you got it now, from where basically we are getting this name, because it's a simple dictionary, and likewise we are fetching the name, this one. Okay, either you can use a subscript operator or you can use a get method, both are fine. So here what you are getting this search, and then if it is search, you are asking to the user, should I proceed or not? If respond is no, you can say web search is discarded. If it is yes, you can call it. And let's say if it is not search, if it is a different tool, multiply, so it won't ask. Simply this condition will be false and will simply call the multiply. Okay, I hope you are getting how we can create a custom human intervention inside the flow. Now let me do one thing, let me execute this each and everything, and here I'm going to invoke the messages, couple of messages. So let's try to test it, and let's try to understand how this thing is gonna work. Okay, so for that I kept a couple of messages, guys. So this is the first message which I'm passing, who is the upcoming prime minister of USA. As you know, Donald Trump again is going to be Prime Minister of the USA. So he will take oath by 10th of January, I think so. I'm not like pretty much sure, but yeah, it will give you the detail of the president. So let's try to see. And guys, see this final detail I will be getting from the tool itself. Okay, so it will be a tool output, not a AI output at the end. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute it and see, guys, if it is a like search tool call, na, web tool call, it will interrupt to me for asking yes or no. So here I executed and see, it is asking, just a second, what is happening? Graph compile. Okay, everything is fine. Who is a, why it is giving me none? Tool call, query, president, search. It should ask, na, just a second, did I miss something? Okay, I have to add this tool as well. Just a second. Yeah, I haven't like executed it. Later on, I have written it, na. So that's fine. Now it is fine. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, this is fine. Perfect. Okay, great. Now see, yes or no. Continue with the expensive web search. So yes, it is asking to me, should I continue or not? I'm saying yes, you need to continue. Then hit enter and see here you will be getting your answer. This is the answer. Okay, it's a tool call. Understanding, guys? Yes or no? Now let's try to ask any more question. So here I am asking, what is what is multiplication of 23 and 46? Okay, so 46, right? This is my question. Now see whether it will ask the human intervention over here or not, whether it will ask the human input. I don't think so. Let's see, let's try to confirm it. So yes, I'm going to execute it, and finally it is able to generate an answer. And which tool it is using? It is using this, see, first number, second number, and it is using this multiply tool. Getting my point, guys? Yes or no? So let's try to ask one more question over here. So here the question is, what is the total money in the entire what I can do, the entire earth, right? Yeah, I think so. What is the total amount of money exist, amount, exist over the earth. Okay, this question is a very fruitful, I think so. Now let's see. So here it is again asking whether should I proceed or not. This time I'm saying no. See, so see the message. Exception is web search discarded. I don't want to do the web search. Yeah, I can put some other logic as well over here, that what should I do? What kind of answer should I give over here? Okay. Instead of the exception, I can like perform any sort of a thing, any free option or something. So I hope so, guys. This thing is pretty much clear. How to implement the custom human intervention. Now let's try to look into the uh, this one inbuilt. Okay, inbuilt system of the LangGraph itself. So here, guys, as you know, this is my LLM. I'm using the same LLM, Grok LLM, and I written one statement also. See, I'm implementing inside the same notebook, so no need to worry. You will get the entire code. Here you can see LangGraph support human in loop workflow in the number of ways. In this section, we'll use a LangGraph interrupt before functionality to always break the tool knot. Okay. So here is my agent state. See, I can define it in a multiple ways. In the previous one, I written a different syntax. I can write the syntax something like this as well. Okay, it's up to me. It's up to you. Okay, I'm giving you the different flavor. So whatever like kind of like flavor you want to use, whatever type of like logic you want to use, you can simply use that. Now here is what. Here's my agent state. Now this is my tool, guys. Tablet search. This time, guys, see, I'm directly using this object as a tool. We have two ways. I can create my own function. I can use it as a tool, which I'm doing in my previous solution. Now inside this solution, you can see I'm creating an object of it and I'm directly using as a tool. Both is fine. Got it? Now, if you want to create your own custom tool, that way I shown you in my previous solution. Now see. So LLM bind. So this is my LLM again. I hope so it is clear. This time I'm using only one single tool just to show you the entire process. Okay. You can test it with a different tool as well. Now, so guys, here is my tool and this is my bind. Okay, I'm going to bind along with the LLM. I hope so this is clear. It's a repetitive thing. Now here is my AI assistant. So AI assistant is nothing. It's my LLM itself, which is invoking the message. Now what's the meaning of it? This is state, and from the state I'm going to take a message. So this thing I already explained you in my previous video. If you want to understand, you can go and check over there. Okay. Here it's nothing. I'm just going to be extract the thing from the dictionary itself, because everything I'm going to mention in the form of dictionary using this agent state, and it's a pydantic object which we are creating. Now for saving the memory, here is a memory saver, and here is my graph, guys. So inside the graph, this AI assistant, this tool, okay, this is going to be what? This is going to be my node. Here you can see. So this is my first node, and here I'm going to create a node out of this tool, and this is my second node. Okay, then here is my edges, guys. So first I'm going to start from the AI assistant. So I will pass the input to the AI assistant. AI assistant will decide. So what should I do? Should I call the tool or should I add the message? Okay. So this tool condition, actually it's a by default one. It is from the LangGraph itself. I'm where from there actually I'm importing it. And this concept I already shown you in my previous video. You can go and check out. Okay. Now here is my conditional edge, and see, this is what? This is my one more edge. Okay, from tools to AI assistant. So it's a loop. Whatever output I will be generating from the tool, again I'm passing to the AI assistant, and based on that I'm getting a final answer. So it is giving me one error. Just a second, what is it? I think I missed something over here. Yeah, now it is fine. See, so yes, age is fine. Now here what I'm doing, I'm just going to be pass two parameter. First is check memory. Checkpoint is nothing, it's my memory. So I'm going to create a checkpoint. Checkpoint is the memory. I'm going to capture the memory of each and every iteration. And the second is what? Second is interrupt before tool. So what is the meaning of it? The meaning is very simple. So whenever my execution will come to the tool, okay, let me show you using the diagram itself. See, this is my diagram. So whenever my like execution will come, where? Over here, this tool. Okay, means from this AI assistant to this tool. So in between itself, it will interrupt it. And whenever so it will interrupt until I'm not giving a permission. And how to give the permission, I will let you know that. I hope you are getting, guys. Yes or no? If you're getting, if you're liking, hit the like button. Then what I'm doing here, see. So after interrupting, if I'm interrupting, I won't be able to process the tool. And once I will give the permission, then only it will be executed. So let's try this particular. let's try it. Okay, and let's try to let's look into the different like scenario. What could be the scenario? Okay, and how we can pass our own custom message also if I want to pass it out. So first of all, guys, here I kept one message. So the message is very simple. What is the capital of India? You can take your own scenario and you can test it out. Now, what I will do, I'll be passing this particular message to my application. I'm using the stream method over here. I'm not using the invoke stream so that you can get a better understanding of the output. Okay. So here is my user input and let's see what I'll be getting over here. So yes, event is there. I am getting an object now. I can iterate on top of this event means this answer and let me get an answer. See. So guys, over here, you will find out it's going to be stop the process. It's not giving me a final answer. First, it asks to the human, then AI is saying it's a tool call, but it is not calling any sort of a tool over here because it interrupt the entire process. Now, if you want to check where actually it has stopped the process, so you can simply get it using this particular method. App 2. This is my application. Here I created this one. Mm, this one. Okay. Now I'm calling this get state method and I'm passing the configuration which I created, the thread, and I'm keeping inside the snapshot. Now once I will call this snapshot.next, so here you will find out, guys, it is going to be this tool actually it's a next process. Okay, it's going to stop the entire process at particular at this tool. Okay, at this tool, and here you can see if I'm calling this snapshot.next, it is saying tool is my next process. Now how to give the permission over here? See, if you want to get a tool detail, you can get that also. So from this snapshot also you can get this tool detail. So you just need to call this snapshot value and it's a last message. So this last message basically it will give you the tool detail. See, still it is not calling the tool, it is just giving the tool detail. Okay, which tool actually is going to be called? Getting my point? Tell me yes or no. So here it is giving me a tool detail, which tool actually is going to be called. Now, whenever we are going to bind the tool, so the binder tool basically what it is doing, it is going to redirect to the appropriate tool. It is not calling the tool, it is redirected to the appropriate tool. So this is the tool detail. Okay. Now, if I want to give the green light, green signal to this particular process, so for that we just need to mention the none over here. Okay. See, it's a very simple process. None will append nothing, okay, to the current state and it will resume the entire process. None means you are saying whatever process you have stopped over here, now resume the process. Okay, let me show you how it will work. So here guys, you can see it's going to work and you will be getting the capital of India now from the tool itself. So yes, query is this one. Here is the final one and see what it is doing. It's going to take the entire three. Let me explain you. AI message came. This is the tool calling. It is calling the tool. Again, it came to the model now. So model again, like it is passing the tool itself. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me again do it. Just a second. Event. Okay, tool calling and I think so my AI will generate. Yeah. So New Delhi, it is giving me a proper answer. Getting my point, guys? Tell me yes or no. So first AI message, it is calling the tool and finally this is my answer. Now let me ask a couple of more questions so that you can get a better understanding. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to ask the next question and which will be based on the memory itself. So here I'm asking, what is the weather there? Not mentioning any city name, simply asking the weather. Okay, let's see whether it will be able to give me the answer or not. So here, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to again perform that tool calling, okay, streaming. So tell me guys whether it will execute or not. I don't think so it will execute. Why it won't execute? Tell me why it won't execute, because we are going to interrupt before the tool. Okay, we have an interruption before the tool, so it's not going to be execute the tool. Let me show you. Let me show you with this example as well. So here is my event and finally I'm going to ask and let's see. So what is the weather there? So what is the weather in the New Delhi? Automatically it is picking the name because of the memory. Getting my point? Yes or no? Now see. So how I will give the permission is very, very simple. Let me show you first whether what is my next step over here. My next step is very, very simple. My next step is a tool itself. Okay. So here this is my next step, tool. Now how to give the permission? So the permission is very easy. I just need to mention the none. See, you can get that this detail as well. Okay. this tool detail. So I'm just like a fast forwarding this part, and then here if I'm passing the none, so automatically it's going to be executed. See here. So now let me show you. So guys, it's going to be execute the entire process. What is the weather in the New Delhi? It's calling the tool, and finally I'll be getting a answer. Understood, guys? Yes or no? How easy it is. First it is stopping, then I'm giving the none, then it is again resuming the process, and this is the way for resuming the process. Understood? Now let me show you one more last concept. So here I am going to see, if you will check the next step now, if you will check the next step, what is my next step? It will be empty. So here guys, let me show you the next step. So this snapshot, basically it's a empty one. See here, if I'm going to call this snapshot.next now, see, because there is no further step which is remaining. Tool calling is done. AI is generating an answer based on the architecture. Understood? Now let me show you the last concept. So here is the last question. The last question is, give me the recent news. Okay, give me the recent news. It. Give me the recent news of it. Okay, it means New Delhi. Okay, give me the recent news of it. Okay, so I'm assuming that because of the memory, it will capture it. Now this is my user input, and now what I'm doing, I'm passing it to the this one. Again is streaming, and here guys, what I'm doing, I'm going to generate it. So you will find out, because of the tool, basically it's going to be stop the process. Okay, see, recent news of the New Delhi automatically is going to pick up. Here what I want to do, I want to put my answer, human answer, user answer. Can I do it? Can I give my custom answer over here? I'm not going to pick the answer from the internet. I'm writing my own answer. Let's see whether we can do it or not. So for doing it, here first of all, let's take the state. इसको snapshot. So this is my latest state. Now what I will do here, I will be fetching the current message. So this is my current message, guys, which is a tool call. Okay, see here. So if you want to take the if you want to check the current message, you can call the pretty print on top of it, and see, this is what, this is my tool call. Okay, now just do one thing, just take a tool ID from here. Okay, so here is a tool ID. I written all the code, guys, that's why I'm writing, just copying pasting. Just before the video itself, I written the entire code by myself only. I didn't copy and paste from anywhere. Okay, I'm just doing it inside the video only. Now I got the tool ID. So after getting the tool ID, here is my tool ID if you want to check it out. This is the one. Got it? This is the tool ID. Now what I'm doing, I'm just going to be import this tool message and AI message, and I'm going to bound my own message, my own custom message. See, this is my own custom message, new message, guys, which I'm going to bind it up, bind over here. So my own custom message is, just a second, here is the answer, I think, which I missed over here. This is my answer. So I'm saying it is just related to the raining which is happening on a daily basis. Appending my own answer. Recent news. This one. I'm not dependent on the tool call. I don't want it. I don't want do it. I don't want to fetch the answer from the internet. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. See, tool message is also there. AI message is also this one. So to the tool message, I am appending using the tool ID, and this is my AI message, which will be generating finally, because we have a loop now. Tool message going to the AI. Now let me append this new message. So just a second. Here I'm going to update the message. This one, and finally I'm getting the message over here. So let me get the message. So here I'm calling this app to get, and here I'm giving the configuration and fetching the message. So this is my complete message, guys, and it is my own custom message. There's my own AI message which I written, and that's the real meaning of the human in loop. I hope, guys, you got it. And now let me conclude this particular video. I'll meet you in the next video. Until, thank you. Bye bye.